In a world dominated by social media, instant communication, and superficial connections, it's easy to fall into the trap of presenting only a curated version of yourself. You might post polished photos, share achievements, or highlight only the positive aspects of your life, all while concealing the complexities, struggles, and vulnerabilities that truly define who you are. But to be more than what you show means to transcend this superficial layer and embrace the fullness of your authentic self. It's about aligning your inner reality with your outward expressions and living a life that reflects your true values, passions, and personality. This journey requires introspection, honesty, courage, and a commitment to growth. It's not about perfection, but about authenticity and depth. It involves peeling back the layers of social conditioning, fears, and self-imposed limitations to reveal the core of who you really are. When you start to live more authentically, your interactions become richer, your sense of fulfillment deepens, and you create a life that resonates with genuine purpose. To begin this process, you need to cultivate self-awareness. This means setting aside time regularly to reflect on your thoughts, feelings, motivations, and behaviors. Ask yourself questions like, what are my core values? What truly matters to me? What are my passions and interests? What fears hold me back? Which parts of myself do I hide from others? Understanding your inner landscape is essential because it forms the foundation upon which authenticity is built. Without clarity about who you are at your core, it's difficult to live in alignment with that truth. Journaling can be a powerful tool here. Write freely about your experiences, desires, and doubts without censoring yourself. Meditation and mindfulness practices can also help you become more attuned to your inner voice and recognize patterns that may be blocking your authenticity. Once you develop self-awareness, the next step is to embrace vulnerability. Society often teaches us to hide our imperfections, fears, and weaknesses to appear strong or successful. However, true connection and growth happen when you allow yourself to be seen deeply, flaws and all. Vulnerability is not a sign of weakness, but a courageous act of honesty. It involves sharing your authentic feelings, admitting your uncertainties, and being open about your struggles. When you do this, you create space for genuine relationships to flourish. People are drawn to authenticity because it fosters trust and intimacy. Being vulnerable requires practice. Start small by sharing your true thoughts with trusted friends or family members. Over time, as you become more comfortable, you'll find it easier to be yourself in a broader range of situations. Living more than what you show also involves redefining your relationship with societal expectations and external validation. Many people base their self-worth on how others perceive them, their appearance, achievements, or social status. While external validation can provide temporary satisfaction, it's ultimately hollow if it doesn't align with your inner truth. To be more than what you show, you need to detach your sense of worth from external approval and cultivate internal validation. This means recognizing your intrinsic value regardless of external circumstances. Practice self-compassion and affirmations that reinforce your worthiness simply because you are human. Develop a sense of purpose rooted in your passions and values rather than societal standards. When your self-esteem is anchored internally, your external presentation becomes a reflection of your authentic self rather than a mask to impress others. Authentic self-expression is a vital component of living more than what you show. This involves communicating your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs honestly and openly, even when it's uncomfortable. It also means expressing your unique personality, interests, and perspectives without fear of judgment or rejection. Cultivate this by practicing assertiveness and standing up for what you believe in. When you speak your truth, you send a powerful message to yourself and others that you value your authenticity. This can be challenging, especially if you've spent years conforming to others' expectations. Start by recognizing situations where you tend to hold back and gradually push yourself to express your genuine opinions and preferences. Over time, this will strengthen your confidence and help you develop a more authentic presence. Your relationships play a crucial role in your journey toward being more than what you show. Surround yourself with people who accept and celebrate your authentic self. Authentic relationships are based on mutual honesty, respect, and vulnerability. They provide a safe space for you to explore and express your true nature without fear of judgment. Conversely, distancing yourself from toxic relationships that demand superficiality or reinforce masks is essential. Seek out communities and friendships that encourage growth, understanding, and genuine connection. When you're authentic with others, you'll often find that they respond in kind, creating a cycle of trust and openness. Remember that true intimacy arises from shared vulnerability, so be willing to show up as your real self, imperfections and all. Another critical aspect of being more than what you show is pursuing your passions and interests authentically. Sometimes, facing uncomfortable truths about yourself is necessary to grow beyond superficiality. This might involve acknowledging areas where you are dishonest, self-deceptive, or avoiding responsibility. Confronting these truths can be challenging, but it's essential for authentic living. Consider seeking therapy or coaching if you need support in uncovering and addressing deep-seated patterns or traumas. Remember, honesty is a pathway to liberation. When you stop hiding from your truth, you create space for genuine change and self-acceptance. Living more than what you show also involves cultivating resilience. Authenticity often entails vulnerability, which can open you up to criticism, rejection, or misunderstanding. Building resilience enables you to stay true to yourself despite external pressures. Develop this resilience by strengthening your self-esteem, practicing self-compassion, and maintaining a clear sense of your purpose. When setbacks occur, view them as opportunities for growth rather than failures. Embrace the idea that authenticity sometimes requires standing alone or facing discomfort, but that these challenges ultimately lead to a more profound sense of self-awareness and inner strength. Part of this journey involves setting boundaries that protect your authenticity. Many people struggle with saying no or setting limits because they fear conflict or disapproval. However, healthy boundaries are essential to maintain your integrity and ensure your actions align with your values. Learn to communicate your needs and limits clearly and respectfully. Saying no when something doesn't resonate with your true self is a form of self-respect and authenticity. Boundaries also help you avoid burnout and ensure that your energy is invested in pursuits and relationships that truly matter to you. Over time, establishing boundaries reinforces your sense of agency and self-trust. Living more than what you show also means embracing continuous growth and self-improvement. It's about recognizing that authenticity is not a fixed state, but a dynamic process. Commit to lifelong learning, whether through reading, experiences, mentorship, or reflection. Be open to evolving your perspectives and deepening your understanding of yourself and the world. This openness allows you to shed superficial layers and develop a richer, more nuanced self. Celebrate your progress and forgive yourself for setbacks. Growth is a non-linear journey. As you evolve, your outward expression will naturally become more aligned with your inner truth, creating a harmonious life that reflects your genuine essence. Practicing gratitude and mindfulness can significantly enhance your ability to live authentically. When you focus on the present moment and appreciate your current self and circumstances, you cultivate a sense of contentment that reduces the need for external validation. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack or wish to hide to what is genuine and fulfilling in your life. Mindfulness helps you stay connected to your inner experience, making it easier to recognize when you are acting out of fear, insecurity, or superficiality. Regular mindfulness practices such as meditation, deep breathing, or mindful walking bring awareness to your thoughts and feelings, empowering you to choose authenticity over pretense. Ultimately, being more than what you show requires a commitment to living in alignment with your true self. It demands courage to face your fears, honesty to confront your imperfections, and compassion to accept yourself fully. It involves peeling back societal layers and conditioning to reveal your authentic core and sharing that with the world in genuine ways. It's about creating a life rooted in integrity, purpose, and deep connection. As you embark on this path, remember that authenticity is a journey rather than a destination. It's a continuous process of self-discovery, acceptance, and growth. Every step toward honesty and vulnerability brings you closer to a life of genuine fulfillment and meaningful presence. When you choose to live more than what you show, you unlock the incredible potential of your true self, free, authentic, and deeply alive.